Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They set the pick from past the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Campazzo. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him. And here's Edwards from the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Musa. Fires for three. Unable to get that one. Outside Edwards. We play just over a minute here in the first. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Launches a three, and the three ball is good. Musa's got 6 points.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Edwards.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Musa. 6 points for him. Knocks down the three ball. Musa's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Musa's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Out left to the wing, down low. Here's Garuba, rips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Spins. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Azania. And he's good on the three ball.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Now here's Edwards. From the arc. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Lucic, Hazonia defending. They set the pick. Four on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Musa. Connects from three-point range. Musa's got 12 in the game.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Lucic, Hazonia defending. Outside Edwards. Baseline J on the way. A rebound by Hazonia.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Garuba's shot is off. And here we go.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Campazzo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Up one. And back with the start. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Deck. Napier covering. Wide open look. And he gets it to go. Ibaka comes with the double team. Fires the three. Good on the triple. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And that one drops.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ibaka. Fires from deep. Booker pulls it in. There's the three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Number 22. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Njai. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Njai's got himself on the board with 3 there.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
All by himself. Moving it up. Napier covering. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Njai's shot is off.
Third team foul. Number 6. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball, trailing by 5. Napier kicks to Booker.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Second team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Launches it. Buries it from 3-point range. He has 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Such a wide open look. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. From outside the arc, the rebound by Ibaka. Napier covering. There's a good screen. Lays it up off the glass.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Over to the left wing. Giffey. No good on the triple. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Njai, defended by Booker. Lets it go from deep. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Out to the wing. .27 seconds left here in the second. Lock at 6. They set the screen. Jack pulls it in. For 3. Hits the three-point bomb. 7 points in the game. Here's Napier. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Booker. Giffey, and he dunks it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 8, and we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Taking a look at the visitors, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the home team.
Their bench has impressed.
And that's a halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pass to De Silva. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Here's Campazzo. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Takes the 3. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 5 now.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to De Silva. There's the screen. Here's Edwards. Hits the jumper in space. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. Pass to Garuba. Let's go. That's good on the jump shot. Garuba's got 5 points now this quarter. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Now Edwards. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Azania. Here's the screen. Here's Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Nothing on the board.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's De Silva. There's the triple. Traps in the tray. 18 points for him.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Hezonja with the ball. Pass to Campazzo. Back to Hezonja. From downtown, the shot will not fall. 1:56 left to play here in the third. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Campazzo. The three. Cranes the three-pointer. Campazzo's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Hezonja defending. Driving the lane. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Campazzo's got 9.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
There's a screen. And a miss there on the triple. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Lucic. And Garuba pulls it down. Here's Musa. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up by 9. And here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They set the pick. Sinks the three-pointer.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And it's Napier missing. Napier covering. Pass to Njai. From outside, off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Napier shoots the three. No good. Here's Njai, defended by Booker. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Ibaka right side. A three-pointer, no good. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Screen by Ibaka. To the left side wing. Here's Njai. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
To the middle. And good off the lead pass that time.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Defended by Ibaka. Tries the spin move. Back to Booker from the high post. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Njai. Drills it from outside. Booker outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Napier. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Deck pulls it in. 1:32 left in the game. No good with the wing jumper.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. To the right side. Nailed from three-point land.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's up a three. The rebound by Ibaka. Puts up a deep three. That shot no good. And here they come. The tray. It's good from long range. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He makes the second free throw, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And he nails the third.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Number 13, 3.
And so they get the victory here at home. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater...
Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Chemezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Saturansky in a point.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Lets the three fly. He buries it from three.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Oh, my. Came close to a four-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Parker right side. And Parker throws it down.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Here's Campazzo, covered by Satoransky. Launches it. Right wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Campazzo. Clock at 6. Here's Garuba. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. There's a screen by Metu. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. 6 points for him.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Musa. He drops it from range.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Parker right side. From the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Here's Musa. 6 points for him. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Here's Parker. Garuba with a rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Parker's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Satoransky outside. There's a minute 47 left in the first. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
1:14 left to play in the first. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Just 5 to shoot. There's the drive, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. A one-hand hole punch.
Here's Garuba. Lots of room. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Deck. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 7. And we've got more action coming your way. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Pass to Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Anderson pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Goes back up. Here's Vesely. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
4-3. Sinks it from distance.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. From behind the arc. Inja grabs the miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Deck. The 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Anderson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Both good from the line that time. So it's the home team now. They've led by as much as 10. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Got it.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
To the inside. Fall. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Takes the 3. No luck on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to Deck. Shoots over Anderson. It's hauled in by Fall.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Njai. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Vesely, and it's flushed down. A nice jam. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Knocks it down from distance. 5 points in the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Good work there as it goes.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
43 seconds left in the first half of this one. Pass to Njai. And he can't get that one.
aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Anderson passes to Fall. Outside, Anderson. Fires the three. And no good. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Visiting team, 30.
This looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as tough as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq needs. Appreciate you joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the two-guard spot. Back to Sadaransky. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Metu. Launches a three. Drains the triple. Sadaransky's got 5 now.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
We've got Willie Hernan Gomez, and it's Parker in at the 3. Here's Campazzo, covered by Sadaransky. Fires for 3. Garuba with a rebound. And here they come. There's a screen from Garuba. Musa, good. He's got 11.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
There's a screen by Metu. Sadaransky passes to Hernan Gomez. Off target with the 3. Here's Campazzo, covered by Sadaransky. There's a screen. Pass to Musa. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Now here's Parker. He's guarded closely.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Musa. 11 points in the game. Back to Garuba. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Here's Sadaransky. And Azonia pulls it down.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Musa. "20 feet out. Sadaransky with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. There's a screen by Metu. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. He's got 9. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Here's Azonia. 5 points in the game. The 3 ball. It's not going to go for him. Out to the right wing. Here's Parker. Shot from the low post is good. Parker's got 6 points.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
They set a pick. Here's Musa. Nice form on the 20-footer. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Pass to Satoransky. Six to shoot. Hernan Gomez on the wing. The three is up. And Azonia pulls it down.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Campazzo, covered by Satoransky. And Campazzo missing. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Misses the three. There's the three. Musa, good. Buried.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to...
3 quarters of play and a close one here. They lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. To take the lead, Njai's shot is good. Njai's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed. Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Offensive rebound. High post Ibaka. Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Deck. And there's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Vesely. For 3. Njai grabs the miss. Anderson covers. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. He takes it in, and it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. To the paint. Here's Fall. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's Anderson on the wing. Here's the pick. Takes it inside and finished off by Anderson.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
That can't hit.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Anderson covers. They need this. Nice D from Anderson. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Here's Vesely. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Njai. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And a two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Anderson with it. Andy Baca picks him up defensively.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Njai on the take. Money.
Check out the immediate response to the jam.
Well, both sides are fired up.
I think the stakes just got raised a little bit.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Vesely. It's Anderson on the wing. Yes!
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give. It's all about getting a three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And so the road team gets the W in this one.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Parker outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
From deep. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Satoransky. No good from outside. There's the pick. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 5.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's Parker in the corner. Six on the shot clock. Hernan Gomez a screen. Misses the chippy right there.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pass to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Now here's Satoransky. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Hernan Gomez. The layup missed. To the wing on the left. And he lays it straight in.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
There's the pick. From the corner. Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 5. No coverage that time.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now here's Parker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Medu. Shoots. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the left wing. Lucic covered by Parker. Back to Edwards. Over Parker. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Satoransky. Cans it from downtown.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Parker's got 5.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
There's a good screen. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the second. Giffey covered by Parker. Napier feeling it out a bit. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. They set the pick. Pass to Vesely, and stolen by Booker. Stolen by Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. Oh, good on the 3. Here's Booker. Good. Booker's got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Abrinas. No scoring in this one. Pass to Vesely, and stolen by Booker. Giffey, he's covered by Anderson. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Abrinas, just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
The drive by Booker. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Over to the wing. Napier with it. For the three. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. A three from Anderson. Abrinas kicks to Anderson. Just 4 to shoot. On Tuesday, then on Thursday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And here's Napier. Still scoreless.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
5 to shoot. Jacks up a three. Fall with the rebound. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Vesely passes to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Napier. Booker with it. And Vesely picks him up defensively.
Away team foul. Vesely. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Napier. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Buries it down low.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Abrinas the pass to Vesely. Pass to Laprovitola. Clock at 4. Fires away from way outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Connects from three-point range.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Fall. Anderson outside. Gets the jumper from the corner to Fall. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Booker. And he drives in. A beautiful reverse layup. Booker's got his third bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Abrinas. Right wing. And here's Anderson for three. That one doesn't drop. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
You know what time it is. It's time.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Satoransky. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Clock at 6. Puts it up. Second chance shot. Oh, he blocked it and defended the point. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 10.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
Good on the three-point shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Rebound by Parker. Edwards against Satoransky. Here's the three. That shot is off.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
The three sinks the three-pointer. Satoransky's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
They set the screen. Lucic, covered by Parker. Edwards with the screen. Lucic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
First team foul.
And he's good on the three ball.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Parker outside. For the lead. Can't get the layup.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 10. And the home team has possession. It's a 1-point game. Edwards, the bounce pass. Spins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. De Silva, no good. .131 left in the third. There's the screen for the lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
That one drops. He ties it up.
For the away team, Cody, 2 shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Edwards. Rebound by Parker. From outside the arc. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Edwards drives in. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Fires for 3.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Pass to De Silva. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one calls for
2 shots.
both shots good from the stripe. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Abrinas. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Lots of room. And the jumper is good. Abrinas has got his second bucket tonight. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Good work there as it goes.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
It'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is there.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. They lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Anderson, and it's Fall into the center. Anderson outside. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. Pass to Anderson. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for it. Anderson's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. And here's Napier.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Laprovitola to the wing on the left. Vesely passes to Fall. Here's Abrinas. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Got that one up quick.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. 4 on the clock. And here's Anderson from the arc. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Fall with the rebound. Now Vesely. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Going inside. It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And it's Abrines in the corner. Out to the right wing. Here's Laprovitola. The kick out to Anderson. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Pass to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Laprovitola, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer is right on target.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
There's the pick to stop the drought. Drains the three-pointer.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving three?
Pass to De Silva. Out to the right wing. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Edwards. Six on the shot clock. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Campazzo from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Back to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Campazzo.
Home team foul. Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. There's a screen from Garuba. Three-pointer off the mark. First quarter, just over a minute play. Knocks down the triple.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Deck. Shot to stop the run. Tries again. Pass to Musa. This one for 3. Pure from three-point range.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
To the right side. Inside. From deep. Knocks down the long J. He's got 6.
And 3 for 4 to start. Showing some rhythm.
Wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside Edwards. Six on the shot clock. Gets the 3 to fall.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Pass to Garuba. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. There's a screen from Garuba. From downtown. And Campazzo missing. Edwards looking for an opening. Here's De Silva.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Second chance effort, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Garuba. Three-pointer. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. They set the pick. On target from range.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Will it go? He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. Garuba with a rebound. Edwards has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Deck. No points so far. There's the triple. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to De Silva. And here's Edwards. Fires it from 18. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution. 2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. 1 second left. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well. Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Napier with it. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. To the middle. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Booker's got his first basket.
Well, what a job punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Jack's up at 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
That's how you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Shoots. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Puts up a 3. And Azonia pulls it down. Plenty of space. Njai, shot is good.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
To the wing, right side. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. Here's Hazonia. Drills it from deep.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Inside. Tipped. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Njai's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's good.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's Hazonia. No good with the triple.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Napier with it. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Outside Napier. Booker for 3. The shot off that time. Pass to Ibaka. They set the screen. Hits a three-pointer. Ibaka's got 5 points.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
To the inside. Outside Napier. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A tight game here in Utah. And the layup is good off the glass.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5. To the middle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
And he drops it first. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Campazzo. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Deck. Here's Musa. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Here's De Silva. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Thanks as always for watching.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Musa. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. And he lobs it up to the rim. On the break for the tie. Fires in the triple. And it's a tie ball game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Campazzo. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Campazzo's gone 1 of 5 on three-point tries. The pull-up. Can't get it to go. He's shooting 6 for 7 so far on this one. The three. Here's Garuba. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Unloads. Musa, good. 11 points in the game. And here's Edwards. That three's off the mark. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
There's a screen for the lead. It doesn't go for him.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The three is up. Tipped.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Deck, that's good. Deck's got his second basket on the night.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Can they get it? Not going to go that time.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Back to Edwards. Pass to De Silva. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third quarter. 2 open that time. They didn't look easy. 20 points for him.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Out left to the wing. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. There's a screen from Garuba. Lets it go. Can't nail the jumper.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Can't hit from the corner. Here's Deck. 6 points for him. All alone. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Deck's got 5 points now in the quarter. Deck's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75% to the paint. Ball stolen.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Nails it from 3. Deck's got 11.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Up by 9. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Hezonja. 6 to shoot. Back to Ibaka. And there's the screen. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. Here's Inja. Booker defending. Jacks up a 3. The shot no good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Drops in the 3.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to Inja. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Out to the wing. Back to Napier. For 3, Booker. The shot misses. Here's Hezonja. Pass to Inja. They set the pick. Fires the 3. The shot no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Hezonja, and stolen by Napier. Picked it out of midair.
Home team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
They swipe it. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lets it fly. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. 22 points for him.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Shot clock at 5. Here he goes. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Now here's Edwards. And there's a pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
This one for 3. Inja grabs the miss.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Guarded by Edwards. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste, not at this point in the game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Hezonja. teardrop. Oh, he missed it. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. From downtown, drills it from deep. Here's Edwards. Into the lane. Misses from short range.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Fires in the triple.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 31.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
Pass to Azonia. Now here's Ibaka. 5 to shoot. Here's Azonia. The fadeaway. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to De Silva. Puts up a three. Inja grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Wing shot on the way. Can't get it to drop.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Pass to De Silva. Just about 2 minutes into the overtime period. What a game. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They set the screen. Pass to Musa. Takes the three. De Silva with the rebound. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
To take the lead. They get it back. Over to the wing. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Intercepted. It's Edwards on the wing. Launches a three. Off target from downtown. No good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Deck in at the small forward.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Satoransky offline with his three. Here's Musa. They set the pick. Lets it go with a three. It's good from long range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Out to the right wing. Back to Satoransky. Just 4 to shoot. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Parker.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Musa. That one good for 2. Musa's got 5 points so far.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. A perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
And there's the drive. Pass to Medu. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Campazzo, the pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. He's got 5. Here's Deck. Off target from outside.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Parker, right side. From past the arc. Rebound by Tavares.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Deck. Here's Musa. Satoransky grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And the 3 ball is good.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Here's Campazzo. Satoransky covering. There's a screen. Sinks the triple. 6 points for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Deck, covered by Parker. For the 3, Deck's shot is good.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And play stops as it looks like they call over the back here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Abrinas. Over to the wing. Here's Laprovitola. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Puts up a 3. Abrinas with a rebound. They set the pick. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Here's Campazzo. He has 6. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Launches it. Drops in the tray. Musa's got his 3rd basket of the night. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Fall. And it's Abrinas in the corner. There's the triple. No good on the last second attempt there. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Up 4. And we'll return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And now, here's Hazonia. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Laprovitola. Nailed from three-point land. Provitola's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And now, here's Hazonia. He's covered by Anderson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. To the left side wing. Here's Anderson. Driving in, and Anderson slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Hazonia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Here's the screen. Abrinas the pass to Laprovitola. Beyond the arc. To the wing right side. To the right side. Pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. Here's Abrinas. Buries the long-range jumper. Abrinas has got 6.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break the mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
On Thursday, then on Monday.
At the line for your home team, Anderson.
That free throw good from Anderson. Both free throws good from Anderson. A tight game here in Cleveland. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hazonia. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hazonia's got his second basket of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Abrinas. The kick out to Anderson. They set the screen. He takes it in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good.
Second team foul. At the line for your home team.
And both free throws good for Anderson.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Ibaka for 3. Rebound by Vesely. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Provitola passes to Fall. A 3 from Anderson. A second chance effort. Gets it to go. That one good from Fall. Fall's got his second basket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Pass to Azania. Screen by Ibaka. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Azania's gotten only one of his threes to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Anderson wide open. Here's Abrinas. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Vesely, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 5 to shoot. They shoot again. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Azania. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Abrinas. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
On paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the home team.
I like how they've been.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Medu is out there with Parker. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Sinks that one from the post. He's got 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And it's Njai in a power forward position.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
They've got Metu. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. Satoransky there with Parker. Pass to Metu. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Parker's got 6 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And it's Jack in at the 3. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. Parker kicks to Satoransky. Fires the 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Musa. Drops one in from the wing. Musa's got 8 here in the quarter.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
3-pointer. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Campazzo. 6 points for him. Tavares passes to Musa. For the lead. Hands it from downtown. Musa's got 11 points here in just the second half.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Medu, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Parker left side. Shot clock at 6. And Campazzo pulls it down. Here's Musa. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Good on the triple. 8 points for him. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Campazzo. Satoransky covering. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Pass to Medu. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Njai. 5 on the clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. .58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Njai. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Parker. Hernan Gomez a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Satoransky in the corner. For 3, it's deflected, and he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Garuba. Here's Hezonja. And finished off by Hezonja.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Abrinas. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. They lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the 4 slot.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
There's a screen. Anderson passes to Fall. Fires from deep. The rebound by Ibaka.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Provitola passes to Vesely. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Provitola. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Provitola's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Hezonja. Here he goes. And finished off by Hazonia.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Anderson's gone 1 of 4 so far. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Garuba, and that one is hammered home.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Abrinas.
Away team foul. Second personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one drops. Good on both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And now, here's Hazonia, defended by Anderson.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Here's Abrinas to the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Hazonia. Clock at 6. Out to the wing. Lets it fly. Fall with the rebound.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Abrinas. Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. Pass to Laprovitola. And it's off from three-point range. Now Hazonia. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Laprovitola. There's a good screen. Here's Abrinas. Launches a 3. Here's Fall. Yes!
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
With the drive, a nice shot by Garuba.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities. Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pure from three-point range.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to De Silva. Lets the three fly. And Metu pulls it down. Sadaransky with it from behind the arc. Here's Hernan Gomez, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
Parker outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Sadaransky.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
From deep. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Drops in the 3.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
No good on the 3. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes.
It's stolen. In transition. Puts it up. It's good from the top of the key. 7 points in the game. Parker defending. There's a screen. No good off the front rim.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Off target from three-point range.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Edwards. It's intercepted. And they're on the run. And Parker throws it down.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
And the basket by Edwards. Edwards has got 5 now.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Metu. Fires from deep. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
To the middle. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Metu. Shoots. No good that time.
And at the buzzer, count it. Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick. 0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Pass to Booker. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
When I look at this visiting team, they can't seem to find their groove and move up the rankings. They flirted with some options, but so far, they keep getting the same results.
Got a hand on it. And he lobs it up top. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Booker with a screen on Anderson. Outside Booker. Booker with a screen on Anderson. Sinks the tray. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Now Napier. He's scoreless. Stolen by Anderson. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. They set the pick. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Fall. No one near him. And he drops that one in. Give him 8.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
3-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
He's guarded by Napier. Going inside, and he banks in the layup.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
From the arc. Gets the 3 to Fall.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. 1:49 left in the first half. Ball passes to Anderson. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Vesely. He's guarded by Napier. For 3. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Anderson drives. Off target at the rim. Here we go. The pull-up J. And that one off the back of the rim and ends. He has 7. Here's Vesely. With some arc. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Anderson for 3. That shot off.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Anderson covers. And there's the screen. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that'll do it for the first half of play. They're up by 8. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
I know they're technically underdogs, but they don't think that. They think they're coming out with a W, man.
A positive group. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the visiting team. Thanks for tuning in.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chimezie Metu. And it's Parker in at the small forward position. Driving in. And the shot goes in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan-Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
And it's off from three-point range. And they're pushing it up. And there it is for him. Edwards has got 7.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Parker outside. And Parker throws it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Satoransky's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Down low. Oh, deflected. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Parker. And Parker throws it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Here's De Silva. Back to Edwards. There's a screen. There's the triple. They get it again. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Satoransky. Nails it from beyond the arc. Satoransky's got 6 here in the quarter. Parker defending. Here's De Silva. And he dunks it down.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's Parker. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes a first.
2 shots.
He does not get the second one.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Satoransky. Pass to De Silva. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes. De Silva's got 5. De Silva's gone 2 of 4 from the field. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, third team.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Satoransky's shot is off. Satoransky's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Inside. Clock at 6. Here's the pick. Ooh, basket interference.
Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. The 3-ball. And Booker pulls it down.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
To the inside. Outside Napier. He shoots it. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 9.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Leading by 6. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
When they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Well, he knows the defense was absolutely playing him soft, not respecting his abilities whatsoever, so he made them pay.
They respond immediately with as much power as possible.
Man, you talk about a heavyweight battle. Both teams landing blows here.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
They set a pick. The 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Anderson covers. Right side, Napier. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Pass to fall. There's the 3. No good there. It's Napier with a drive to the wing on the left. Anderson covers. Outside Booker. Beyond the arc. No good. His first miss. He's 5 for 6 now.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Satoransky outside. Right wing. Here's Parker. Buries it from 3.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
To the left side wing. From outside the arc. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation.
The coach's challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Nails it from 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Now here's Saturansky, guarded by Edwards. Parker outside. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Parker's gone 6 of 8 from the field. High arcing shot. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Number 13, second personal foul, third team foul.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. 55 seconds left in the 4th. Down low. Stolen by Parker. Saturansky with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Saturansky's shot is off. Here's De Silva. He drops it from range. And here's Saturansky. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
From deep three-point land. That shot missing. Going all the way to the rack. On target from range. 12 seconds left in the final quarter. Now here's Parker. Fires away from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win.